So what's next, Mustache Man?
It's Sergeant now. Ukon.
Welcome guys to another 3-minute review with Feb, where we make reviews quick and to the point with none of the BS. 30-second segments covering story, gameplay, and sound, and whatever else is needed. So sit back, grab a shot, and let's get going. This game I held off playing for way longer than I should have. Even though it's not my game of the year, it's a damn good game. With what we have come to love in the Gears franchise is a single-player tactical combat game in the likes of XCOM and Mario Rabbids. Nearing 30 hours of game, I have continued it past the end credits. Released originally on April 28th, 2020 on PC, and then it just hit Xbox One, Series X, and Series S on November 10th of 2020. So everybody who just got Series X and S, go ahead and probably put this game in and play it, especially if you have Game Pass. The story takes us on an adventure with Gabe Diaz set roughly 1 year after Emergence Day, where we and the crew are on the hunt for the main baddie, Ukon. With initially the story being a big driving factor early on in the game, but towards the later sections you start to lose track of that due to the coarse amount of side quests they throw at you, and the side quests are required. Don't get me wrong, I love the gameplay and wanted to play the side quest most of the time, but if I could have just mainlined the quest, I probably would have had more story involvement. I thought the story was great, but with minimal cutscenes and driving factors, you start to lose connection to the story, and at the end, you just don't really care. You just kind of want to play the game. Gameplay is what carries the game home. It's casual enough for any player to get a grasp quickly, but yet deep enough when you're at the end game you're pulling chains left and right and just sweeping the locust. Character customization is a blast, along with skill points and new recruits coming along often enough to keep progression and keep it fresh. However, there are still some issues. Even when the character close-up option is turned off in the options, to try to speed up turns, you can't skip grenade throws, finishers, chest opening, or the opponent's turn, which adds up to the time that you're just kind of waiting. Towards the end, I got so fast and efficient that I spent most levels just waiting for these animations, wishing I could skip. That honestly is the only complaint I would have about the gameplay. I'm unclear if I would push to complete a New Game Plus completely, just because of this factor. However, it just grinds your gears a little bit. Sound is usually around to carry emotion or put an emphasis on situations. Well, I didn't hear much from the audio department. This game, I spent majority of the time with a podcast going on or having a live stream in the background. It failed to add any value when a cutscene would happen. I would just merely pause what I was listening to so I didn't miss any plot points, but you can go the whole game without listening to a thing and not really miss much. This game was a blast. I played a majority of it spread out through the month, playing a round or two a night. Each round was roughly 15 to 30 minutes, great snack size, which I believe helps bring enjoyment to this game. Playing this game for a couple hours straight I believe would make it feel repetitive and sap some of the enjoyment out. With the gameplay carrying this game all the way to the finish, story feeling not important, and the sound being non-existent, I give this game a 3 out of 5. Definitely worth a try.